It's your boy King Qwari here, with another day of just talking about my thoughts. Today we're gonna be talking about Overwatch, my love-hate relationship with it, and all the hypocrisy going on. So yeah, I just really been wanting to talk about this for quite some time. I'm a very big fan of the series, but there's a lot of things surrounding the series that have been bothering me. So let's get into it. Overwatch has been around for quite some time, and I'm a big fan, but the issues over these last few years just gives me this really weird feeling. Just like I said earlier, this feeling of love-hate. I feel like a hypocrite for continuing to support the series in any capacity. It has been ruined by greed and capitalism. So I want to start on what I love, then go to what I hate about the series, and talk a little bit about the downfalls of Blizzard and the franchise. I fell in love with Overwatch from the first cinematic I saw. I absolutely loved the light colors, the vibrancy, the childlike aura that it had. Like, it was something that I feel like if the Avengers had a baby with Pixar, this would be the result. Being a fan of old Pixar flicks and the Avengers, it just felt like a perfect blend to me. And there was also like things that made the series feel like even similar to X-Men in some ways, like the Winston Beast comparisons and all sorts of things. And I loved the relationships between the characters. I thought it was just a whole lot of fun. They've made so many amazing cinematics that they've released on YouTube for free. If you're not familiar with them, I highly recommend you watch them. They're just a great time. One of my issues has been wanting a story-based series or movie for Overwatch. I love the cast of characters, the voice actors and actresses, and overall plots and conflicts. While I enjoy the game, I like the stories even more. Everything from cybernetic ninjas like Genji and his brother's rivalry with Hanzo, to the poster child turning into a gritty anti-hero, and all the quips, everything it gives a great reason for like fandoms of this type of series to exist, because there's like such a natural well, or like a spring of content around all sorts of characters. This game also got me through some really challenging times in my life. Just having something to play. I used to go over my boy's house, shout out to Javid, every night in college, and did long gaming sessions with him and just had a good time. Even did long gaming sessions overseas when I lived in Tokyo, to have the time with my friends and cope even while I was far away from American soil. As I've gotten older, the game has fallen flat. From the false promises with Overwatch 2 to the scandalous activities in the company, overpriced skins, and even balancing issues with the game. What really frustrates me is I remember there was an event in San Francisco where they played the cinematics in a theater and they had special guests. I really wanted to go. I wasn't able to, but I saw immense potential in the cinematics, as I mentioned just previously. What they put out to me is still truly amazing. Like, I'll still watch them. I still get good feelings and good vibes from them. These don't feel like touched by the hand of greed like the other aspects of the franchise do. What really makes me even more upset is I feel like since I've wanted a series, there's a blueprint with League of Legends creating Arcane. Since then, it just feels like it would have been easy to shift and make us a series. Like, the blueprint's right there. And you have a brilliant project and IP that people would be interested in if you just gave it a try. I feel this was the same issue when making story-based missions as the selling point of Overwatch 2, and then simultaneously taking it off the table without letting any of us know. If you're not familiar with that, basically Overwatch 2's whole point was to give us more story, but before they even released the announcement trailer, they knew they weren't going to be able to deliver on this promise, and it all came down to corporate greed, seeing how much they were able to make from their mobile game, I think it was Diablo, every day, and wanting to get the similar profit from Overwatch, putting money in front of the art. And I know it's important for art to make money so that people can make a living doing this. I'm not saying it's not important, but it's the same thing with Cartoon Network canceling a bunch of shows because they're considering, or not considering, but comparing the sales of Pokemon merchandise, because Cartoon Network has the Pokemon license, but it's not their own product. It's not something that they're making in-house in their own studios. So it doesn't make sense to me to try to compare that to everything else. Everything has its value, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's very frustrating for me personally just watching it. If they would have just done a Netflix series, giving us progressing stories, instead of us holding on to character interactions while waiting for cinematics to happen, I feel that this would have been an excellent compromise. Instead of giving us story missions that we have to pay for, which is aggravating after they literally made the whole selling point of Overwatch 2 that, oh, we're getting free story-based missions so you can get more of the story, because that's what everybody is kind of craving. The game gets repetitive and monotonous after a while. I used to get excited about the seasonal events and the potential fun that the series could bring, but now I just play with my friends to have something to do. We get excited for new characters, but every time they drop one, it means long wait times for all of us, because everyone wants in. Everyone wants to try the new character out. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it just gets frustrating at times. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but losing things like loot boxes to give us more goods, and selling characters individually as well as skins for high prices also just really has been a frustrating process for me, because this game just doesn't do anything different from the first game. Even though, yes, it's released for free now, but they're trying to do that whole Fortnite model and it's just not working. I've spent countless hours, put them all into this game, just off the simple fact that I love the characters, from the storytelling as well. My favorite character I'm not even very good with, but I've practiced so much just to try to get good with them. All for the love of the game. Found so many of the fundamental changes that they've done, stuff like Sombra's hack game modes that basically ruin a day of playing for me. And there's just no way skin bundles should cost the amount that they do. All of the scandals, and I'm not gonna get into like the allegations and things like that with this video, because this isn't the point of this video, but all of that also just damages how I feel about the series as well. But yeah, I feel like they shouldn't have treated us fans like this at all, which brings me to my next point with Marvel Rivals. This game just got announced, and it seems like a mixture between League of Legends and Overwatch, like a League Watch style game. After them doing such a good job with X-Men 97, this could be a really good thing. I've already fallen in and out of love with League and Overwatch, from the devs to toxic communities. I hope that Rivals comes to consoles so I can give it a swing. And yeah, that is a Spider-Man reference. Maybe this game can succeed where the other games have failed for me. I'm still gonna play Overwatch for the time being, but I won't say I'm not excited to see what's on the horizon. Please let me know your thoughts on the series Do you have a love-hate relationship with Overwatch as well? Or do you think I'm bugging? Do you think I'm tripping? Do you think Marvel Rivals just doesn't look like a good game at all? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please hit me with a like, a sub, and yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. King Qwari signing out. Peace.